Now that's the Riverdale I know. Wow. Greetings, geeks, geek girls. It's me. I'm back for Riverdale. Now we're actually starting things. Last week they took time to honor the late great Luke Perry in an episode so touching that it made me cry on camera. But now it's time to get back to the usual stuff. So, spoiler alert, if you guys hadn't seen the episode, go watch it, then come back and tell me what you think in the comments down below. Alright, so I'm gonna split this up into five characters. Cheryl, Archie, Betty, Veronica, Jughead. Cheryl, let's talk about Cheryl. Cheryl is, of course, Cheryl, and she is hiding the secret of her brother, but also she's dealing with the new principal. It's clear there's now a war going on between Cheryl Blossom and Principal Honey. Then, let's talk about Archie. Archie's story is really Reggie's story. Veronica has to tell Archie, but Archie finally figures out that Reggie's dad is abusing him. So, Archie, being Archie, tries to stand up for him. Him and Reggie have a heart-to-heart, and they're bros again. But thanks to me knowing TV, and also a friend of mine planting the seeds of the idea in my head. Thanks a lot for that. You know who you are. I now think that Reggie might be not long for this world. I mean, I do know that the actor is starting to go into movies. He just did that YA love story thing, and also he is one of the Shazammed people on Shazam. Maybe. I don't want it, because I always think that Reggie's underrated, and part of me still is rooting for Veggie, because I always preferred Veggie over Varchie. Which, speaking of, I gotta address the elephant in the room. They basically started the episode with a Varchie and Bughead sex scene. Not at the same location, but at the same time. If you catch my drift. Which was interesting, but part of me thinks that maybe that's just trying to overcompensate for last week. This whole episode seemed kind of like overcompensation. It was all crazy stuff. Speaking of, let's move on, because the Archie thing just ends with the dad mending things, we think, but leaving on a very ominous note. Let's go to Betty, which, speaking of crazy, Betty is trying to reconcile things with Kevin while also working with Charles to find their mother. Betty sees how lonely and how bad off Kevin is, so she gives him an olive branch, and he comes through and tells them where the farm is, but thanks to another friend, Mr. J, now have the seeds of planted in my head that that's a trap, even though I don't want it to, because they've put poor Kevin through so much. I don't want him to still be evil. Maybe it's Fangs. And then we're putting on a show for him. Maybe. That was basically Betty's story, but it's about to get a lot more explosive if you've seen the preview for next week. Holy crap. Alright, so I know he said Veronica and then Jughead, but I'm flipping them because I realized that we gotta end with Veronica because there's more to talk about. Jughead is just basically Agent Liberty comes in and recruits him for being a child of liberty. Oh my, could you imagine Jughead Jones v. James Olsen? Sorry. This episode's got me a little punch drunk. But anyway, he recruits him for this high-class school where he wants to get him in. Help him with his writing and all. And it's a very prestigious school. So Jughead is at first like, no, I don't want to leave Betty, I don't want to leave my friends. But then, pushed by FP and the fact that he now realizing how stifling his school is, like instead of talking about the intricacies of Moby Dick, they're just going over a typical high school English book where the teacher is so disingenuous about the class that she reads it out loud instead of having any of the class members read it. And also not batting an eyelash when a very well-known couple in the school both leave her class without any warning. That story ends with him agreeing to go, being in the uniform, plus his beanie, which that would never fly, but Riverdale. They also end with the ominous, this is going to be a good year, and then we end with them, the whole town, flash forward, looking for Jughead. Kind of interesting how they made a whole plot around the fact that Cole didn't want to go out in his undies because he was cold. That's a little joke for you that know behind the scenes stuff. Anywho, let's finish off with Veronica. Her thing is that paparazzi are getting at her because dad's in hot water, mom's in hot water. So she wants to apply for Harvard. Because, yeah, Veronica Lodge can get into Harvard. Yeah, right. Anyway, she does, but the paparazzi are on her, so she gives a statement about how she did everything that she was accused of, but she did it under duress of her father. And this is the only statement that she's going to make, and she's not for either of her parents, to the fact where afterwards she admits to Archie that she's basically going to change her name to Veronica Gomez, her mom's maiden name, because the lodge name is so tainted. There was also this weird thing where the press conference got intercut with this sexualized jazz number with Veronica, Choni, and two randos. And it makes you forget that they're supposed to be 17, the characters, so it's like, what the But that's Riverdale for you. I'm going to end it there because I want to go watch Nancy Drew, which I will be reviewing next if you guys tune in. Thank you guys for watching. Till next time and beyond. It's good to be back.